You know it. You are open and relaxed. You are now willing to be balanced. You are now willing to be healed. You are now willing to be unconditionally loved and transformed. In your mind now, invite your angels to come and join us and support us with their love, light, and healing. As you remain in the cocoon of white light, see, feel, or imagine the 4 angels joining you. Any way, shape, or form you imagine them is perfect. See how they arrange themselves around you. One is above your head, one is at your feet, and one each side of your body. Feel how their energy connects with your energy, and how they slowly and easily lift the bubble of white light that you are in. Allow yourself to relax in their arms. Allow yourself to float, feeling safe and protected. The angels are lifting you higher and higher and higher. They're carrying you through time and space. I'm asking the angels now to move you and carry you through time and space to the moment in place and time where we left off from our last session, where there's something important for you to learn and to understand. Something that will help you in the very best way. The angels are carrying you, and you can speak to me at any time as they transport you, drifting and floating through time and space. The angels know the way, and they will drop you gently down to the surface when you are ready to arrive. The bubble of light is on the surface now. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I reach 1, you'll be on the other side of the white light bubble, our destination for today. 3, moving through the white light. 2, moving through the white light. 1, be on the other side of it now. You are in another time and another place. Can you tell me, what do you see?
Grass and trees.
Mm-hmm.
And some kind of feline, like a cougar, maybe?
Okay. And we back at the same point in time as we were for the last session?
I think so.
Okay, great. So, I want you to look down on your feet and see what you have on them.
I'm barefoot.
You're barefoot. Okay. What's the first feeling that you have today?
I feel connected to nature.
Okay. And you're hunting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let the
I'm
scene...
trying to be quiet and connect to the nature so I'm not seen.
Okay. What are you hunting for?
The cougar. I have arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I do shoot and kill the cougar.
Okay. What do you do with a cougar?
I tie it up
Mm-hmm.
and carry it over my shoulder. I'm taking it back to our village.
Okay. And I'm going to assume that you're male in this lifetime, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Can you sense your name?
John is what came to me.
John. Okay. And do you know where in the world you are, John?
Virginia.
And at what time frame?
1602.
Okay. So take us back to the village with the cougar. Assume you have arrived now. And play this scene forward.
There's kids running around playing.
Mm-hmm. Are any of the children yours?
No.
No.
There's fires
Mm-hmm.
throughout the village.
As in, not as in, are these fires for cooking on, or has a fire hit the village?
Cooking.
Cooking? And what's your role within the village?
I'm a hunter. I'm young. Maybe late teens.
Okay.
17.
Okay. And do you live with your mum and dad, or have you moved by yourself now? Are you considered an adult or a child?
My parents are dead,
Okay.
but someone has taken me in,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at them like a father.
Okay. Can you move this scene forward to go find that person who's taken you in?
He seems important,
Okay.
like a leader.
Okay. Can you see him? Can you describe him?
He's older,
Mm-hmm.
but not frail.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of lines in his face.
Okay.
He wears a lot of fur and beads, and he has a lot of things on around his neck.
And what about the colour of his skin? Is it the same as yours or different?
It's the same,
And what colour is that?
or very tan.
Mm-hmm. And do you know his name?
I think he's Red Wolf.
Ah, okay. This makes sense now. So can you look at Red Wolf's eyes? Or if you can't see his eyes, have a look at his energetic being. All I'm wanting to see here is, does your soul recognize Red Wolf? Meaning, have you shared any other lifetimes together? Is he familiar to you, or is he only appearing in this lifetime?
He feels familiar.
Okay. And if you see his eyes, can you see, is he somebody from this current lifetime? As in the one that you started the meditation in?
Can't tell.
Can't tell. That's fine. That's okay. But we know it's familiar energy. Great. Perfect. All right. And Red Wolf took you in. Does he have children and wife or wives?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the family that you live with.
He has many daughters,
Mm-hmm.
but not many sons.
Okay.
I think he had a son that passed away.
Okay. What about wives? Does he have one wife or many wives?
He has one main wife,
Okay.
but I feel like there may be more.
Okay. So can you go to a scene where you see the family together and have a look around at the energy? Does anybody in the family particularly stand out to you as interesting?
One of the daughters.
Okay. Well, let's zoom into the daughter. That seems interesting to you. Tell me a little bit about her.
She's really kind.
Okay.
And very naive.
Okay.
Very childlike.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not very young. She's maybe 14.
Okay. And why does she stand out to you? Do you see her as a sister?
I do. I feel like she is worthy of protection.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be upset if something happened to her.
And do you know what her name is?
I got Rose.
Rose? And can you describe what Rose looks like?
She has black hair.
Mm-hmm.
She wears it in pigtails,
Mm-hmm.
but they're hanging down low.
Ah, yep,
And
okay.
it's long.
Mm-hmm.
She has small features.
Mm-hmm.
She's very tiny.
Mm-hmm. And what about her energy? Is it familiar to you?
It is.
So you sense that you may have shared other lifetimes?
She's my best friend, Erica.
Oh, okay.
I feel like something happened and I couldn't protect her.
Okay. So can you ask your angels if it's in your best and highest interest to understand what happened to Rose in this lifetime? If the angels want to take you to that scene, or just before the scene happens, or just after the scene.
It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I find her. She was beaten by other men and assaulted.
Why?
It was part of her journey.
And how does that affect your family?
He was. It was she was the father's favorite,
Mm-hmm.
so he's very angry.
One would have thought that it would be very difficult for an unusual for the tribal leader's daughter to be attacked from within his own tribe.
Yes.
So is this a betrayal of some sort?
Yes.
And what happens to the men? Are they found out?
It was white people
Okay.
that he let into his land.
Okay.
And he wants to kill all of them. But I don't want him to.
And are you successful in convincing him not to kill them, or does he kill them anyway?
He tries. And he dies.
Okay. How does this make you feel?
Guilty.
Why do you feel guilty?
Because I couldn't stop it.
What do you think that you should have done?
Protected her. But I know now there's nothing I could have done.
Okay. And what happens to the tribe after Red Wolf dies?
A lot of us leave. We join with a different tribe.
Okay.
We separate.
And how does that make you feel?
Lonely.
Did anybody from your family that you belong to there go with you?
Some of the younger kids. A lot of the children from the tribe are with me. And I'm helping them get used to the new tribe.
Okay. And is the new tribe very far away from your old tribe?
It took us a few days.
Mm-hmm. How did you get there? Did you walk?
We walked. Some people had a horse,
Mm-hmm.
but they saved that for mostly the women.
Okay. And what's the difference of the feeling with the new tribe? Is it a vastly different land? Like, are you in similar sort of land? If you were to describe it as or paint it as a picture, are you in mountains, near the ocean, near a lake, on flat land?
Closer to water.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a lake.
Mm-hmm. And what about your new role within the new tribe? Are you still a hunter?
Yes.
Okay. And are there cougar where you moved to?
Yes.
Okay.
We fish a lot more,
Okay.
but I still like to hunt.
Okay, so what we want to understand is we want to ask the angels if there is anything else, another scene in this lifetime that is important for us to view today. What we're specifically looking for is patterns that we can see through a scene that are repeating or mirroring across lifetimes into the present life. So if there is anything else that needs to be seen from this lifetime, that is a scene, a situation, a specific moment in time that illustrates a repeating pattern or a limiting belief, then let's go to that scene now.
I'm in front of Red Wolf begging him not to go after the men,
Mm-hmm.
that it's not going to fix anything.
Okay. Do you need any emotion to arise? How are you
Just
feeling?
powerless,
Feeling powerless? Okay.
out of control.
Okay, and when he doesn't listen to you and he goes ahead anyway, do any thoughts arise? Do you make any mental vows that have negative consequences for this life and others?
I don't get anything.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so now I would like you to go to the last day of your life and experience how your spirit leaves the body without any pain or struggle. So I want you to go to that scene now, the last day of your life. Let me know what's happening on the last day of your life and experience how your spirit leaves the body.
I'm inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lying down. There's a woman taking care of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with you? Are you old or
I'm
sick?
sick.
Sick? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sickness has you?
Disease.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say some kind of pox.
Okay. And who's the woman?
My wife.
Your wife? And what's her name?
I got Mary.
Mary? Is she from your tribe?
She's from the new tribe.
Okay. And do you know how old you are as you were dying?
30s.
30s. Did you get a chance to have any children?
We have 2
2 children? Boys, girls, one of each?
boys.
Okay. And your wife, does she feel familiar?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So what we need to do now is just review. So what insight has this life given you about any living limiting beliefs, any old blocks that you might have, that you may have gained from feeling powerless and being out of control, any feelings of guilt that you obtained in this lifetime? This life that you've recalled may have led to disapproval, punishment, pain, or events that create life blocks in your present life. You may have residues that cause you not to speak your truth or progress in your mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual life. You may feel anger, guilt, shame for things done to you or your family. You are here because you wanted to heal and you are ready to let go of any out-of-date emotions or limiting blocks. Things have changed. You have the right to decide how you will feel and think, so use that right to free yourself. Any limiting beliefs you carried causes pain. We can understand where it came from, but we are not chained to that belief. You can break that old bond and make a new vow. Is there a vow or intent that you could break or give an antidote to, like, I release any outdated vows or mental emotional residues that were blocking or slowing my path? Does anything spring to mind that you need to release?
I release the need to control others.
Okay. Anything else you need to release?
I release guilt
Okay.
and shame.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I acknowledge that everything happens for a reason and has its purpose.
Okay. Okay, if appropriate, you can now release a portion of the residues now and work towards releasing the rest of due to your actions in the coming days and years. So say in your mind, I release any outdated vows or mental and emotional residues that were blocking or slowing my path. Say in your mind, I need to release and I now release the need to control others. I release guilt and shame. And I release at least 50% of any outdated vows or mental, emotional or spiritual bonds that were blocking my soul's path. Can we go higher than 50% in releasing?
Yes.
Can we go to 60%?
Yes.
How about 70%?
Yes.
How about 80%?
Yes.
90%?
No.
Okay, 80%. Perfect. So I release 80% of any outdated vows or mental, emotional or spiritual bonds that were blocking my soul's path. Your subconscious mind understands that it can resolve and heal past life influences affecting your path by breaking the bonds of time now and by releasing old excessive emotions. So exhale and say to yourself in your mind or out loud, I release outdated past life influences affecting my soul's path into the white light of the Spirit. I release outdated past life influences affecting my path into the white light of the Spirit. You have done great for now. You can continue to reaffirm past positive vows and continue to release outdated vows in the days and years ahead. Your mind can begin to prepare itself for the future and the new karmic actions you can take in this life and future lives to release old bonds and create new positive karmic residues that you can take to the next level of your soul's path. Is there any last advice from this lifetime that your higher self or a spirit guide wishes to tell you right now before we drift away from these scenes?
To be more present, live in the present, and not in the past.
Okay. Okay, allow yourself to drift away from these scenes now. Drift away, float away. Now it's time to ask your higher self and your angels, are we done for today, or is there another important lifetime that we need to visit to release any karmic patterns that may have continued on from this lifetime that are affecting you in the present moment?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay. Alright, so allow yourself to drift away from these scenes today. Information will be continued to be provided to you by your higher self, your guides and your angels in your dreams and your waking moments as intuitions, signs and inspired thoughts. Your dreams will be more vivid over the next few nights and you will remember them more clearly than ever. Now it is time to return back to your present life, unless you're being taken to another scene, which you'll need to let me know. You will remember everything you experienced very clearly. Any time you listen to this recording and do a regression, you will always receive guidance, healing and help from your angels, and it will always be a very transformational, healing and pleasant experience. So please, if we are finished for today, turn and thank your higher self, your spirit guides, angels, and yourself of this other lifetime. The angels will transport you back through a bubble of white light and into the field of white flowers where your body has been resting. See now that the ankle no longer has the little red thread of it. And now as I count you down from 5 to 0, let the realization that you have been able to break the bonds of time sink in. You can realize and fully digest the action that your mind has taken today, so that all aspects of your being can now come into alignment with the higher truth that is beyond time. So the residual energy from these past life events is no longer carried over to affect those present life issues. Let this realization continue to sink deeper and deeper into your subconscious with every breath. With 5, your conscious mind has broken the bonds of time. 4, you're now free of residual energy from past lives. 3, that had been a cause of present life issues. 2, creating the powerful healing effect of in the present life. 1, giving yourself permission to let go and be in the present moment. 0, now. You have done great. You are back in the present moment, in your own room, awake and refreshed, and you will feel wonderful. Okay, how are you feeling?
Um,
Don't rush to. You can